Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palettes. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn Liu from the Box Press Studio, Seth Geis, and from the Stein Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Superb.
Now is the fall of my football discontent.
It's okay. They're gonna get Kirk Cousins for you guys.
No, they're
No.
gonna suffer.
They're not gonna suffer
Enormous.
through Wilson with all your stacked roster over there. Come on.
Mark my words.
All right.
Kirk Cousins.
Uh,
Is he on the Vikings?
Yeah. They
Now,
can get
come
him.
on,
Are the Vikings getting rid of him?
maybe
They're gonna get him. Jets are gonna get him.
everybody has a
everything's for
price.
sale
Yeah.
if you
Everything's
pay
for
enough.
sale, yeah.
Has there been talk about the Jets and Kirk Cousins?
I think the Jets are exploring every possibility.
I think the Jets are gonna be calling me next week and say like, how's your throwing arm? How's your motion?
Yeah.
How's your reads?
Yeah.
Can you
Can you
progress well?
take three steps back without blowing out your Achilles?
Yeah.
The Dolphins Broncos game was brutal.
Yeah,
Dude.
I actually that was one of the few times as a football fan I actually felt bad for Broncos fan because I'm like, as bad as I feel about how my game went, imagine watching the team drop 50 points on you, and it's like, yeah,
70
That's-
points in the NFL.
well, 50-point differential is what I should have said, but
Oh yeah.
70
But
points
still,
in the
70
NFL.
points? Your defense
Yeah.
gives up 70 points?
I mean, the entire defense be on suicide watch after that.
I immediately laughed and thought about Eric.
Yeah.
See,
I don't
well,
know
I guess
why.
you'd have to be a Broncos fan, right? Because he's in Colorado.
Yeah.
All right. So today we are talking about the Partagas de Bronce Corona Gorda. Cigar is 6 1/4 by 46. Comes of the El Titan de Bronze factory in the United States. Wrapper is Nicaraguan Corojo. Binder and filter both from Nicaragua. Price point is $22.99, and the cigar was released in April of 2023. So with all that out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
I thought it was pretty average. This didn't taste like something that came out of El Titan for me. Because usually like they have like a how do I even like it's like a barnyard funkiness. It's like meaty. It's got good pepper cream, but like this was nothing like that. I thought this was kind of linear in terms of the flavor profile. Um, and it just didn't really do much. So, no need to spend $23, people. Please go buy the Punch chopsticks.
All right, Seth, what were your thoughts?
I thought it was a little, it's all Nicaraguan. I thought it was a little Nicaraguan heavy, so I kind of see what June was saying with it didn't have like that classic El Titan flavor. Pepper spices, mineral earth notes, leather, toast, nuts, just kind of average flavor profile, decent burn and draw throughout. Medium, full strength and body. John?
Yeah, it was okay. One thing to remark on is my humidity was real low on this, which is odd. So I'm not sure what's up with that. Like it's off by 10%, which puts it like way lower than anything I've reviewed in like, I don't know, since I started measuring. So I thought that was really odd, and maybe that affected the final score, but yeah, it was okay. It started out with an interesting combination of lavender and sweet wood. And I was like, man, I don't get lavender in cigars a lot. And then just sort of a more generalized floral on the retrohale. Kind of reminded me of a ERDM, El Rey de Mundo. That sort of Cuban floral note. And I'm like, oh, I mean, not my thing, but it's interesting. Then it kind of got a little nuttiness, little baking spices, and I was like, okay, it's different. It's interesting. And I kind of felt like as it progressed, it just became more and more linear. And that's the word that June used, and I like got it in my description. I'm like, kind of floral in the second third with graham cracker, but then it was just kind of like, wood and earth and really not a lot of good stuff going on there. And the last third was kind of creamy baking spices, a little bit of tannic wood. And I'm like, it's okay, but like nothing there really excites me. Had a couple issues with the burn, started out uneven, went out spontaneously like 3/4 of an inch in, which is weird because you couple like it's dry and then went out, and it's like that doesn't really make sense. At any rate, no other interventions required, so it's just the one relight. Draw was pretty perfect. So like a slightly above average flavor profile, but not all that exciting. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, this cigar started with lightly toasted cedar, floral notes, and mild cinnamon. Cinnamon transitioned to baking spice pretty quickly, and then to black pepper. Got some earth that joined in a bit later. Second third saw the earth pick up, and the final third saw the earth take the lead in the profile. I thought the cigar had a pretty nice start. I had a good mix of flavors and transitioning. My cigar went out in the same spot that John's went out at, so that was kind of interesting. I think when you and I were chatting about that,
Right.
trying to hit the timeline to find out if it was the same spot, which it seemed like it was. From the second third on, the flavor profile was pretty average, and the earth began to increase and shook the lead in the profile. So, I was hoping that this cigar would capture that elusive El Titan de Bronze mystique that General has been unable to really achieve, I think, for me, but not to be the case. So kind of waned as it went along. Not enough of the good stuff in that first third to make me want to come back to this, and along with that price point, it's definitely a no-go for me. So all right, let's get into the scores. We are going to start at the top with John at 5.9. Jiunn and I both gave it a 5.75. Seth gave it a 5.25. So, John, how'd that 5.9 match up for you?
Boy, howdy, when you're the top score and it's below a 6, that's not usually a good thing. The score matches up well, though. I mean, that's where I would expect an above average cigar with near perfect construction to be at. So that tracks. But for me, anything that's not above a 6, I mean, I've got another one, so I might smoke it just cuz, but it's unlikely I would ever return to this in the future. Score matches up well.
All right, Jiunn, 5.75.
Yeah, it's go buy actual El Titan branded stuff.
All right, my 5.75 matches up well. Above average flavor profile. That first third was good. A little bit of funkiness with the burn. I think draws a little snug. So kind of takes it to the high fives, but yeah, not something I'm coming back to. All right, Seth, 5.25.
Yeah, gonna have to let this one go down the river, guys. That's just it's kind of a bummer. Yeah, I think it was just too heavy. I think it was too Nicaraguan focused. They usually have a little bit more complex, like diversity in terms of tobacco usage, like some DR and Ecuador, and General's kind of used to doing that. So I don't know why they decided to go. Well, Justin fucked it up again. So there you go. So
Yep.
What was the price point on these again?
$22.99.
God damn.
Yeah, I mean, everything they've done out of El Titan has been like high end price points.
Yeah.
So.
I don't.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird. I don't know. I get the Cohiba that they've done out of there. They kind of,
Which was good.
Yeah, I just felt like they threw this in there and they could have. I don't know.
Worked
Yeah,
out a
and
little more.
I still haven't smoked
Yeah.
the La Gloria Cubana 8th Street, which is also out of there to see
Oh.
if that.
See, well, there you go. You're
Man.
just throwing.
Is that
you're
new?
Just throwing. Okay, never mind.
I think it was last year, maybe.
It doesn't matter, dude. Like you're throwing. How
Oh,
much
I mean,
stuff are
you're
throwing in
gonna
that?
take
You're throwing
every
that stuff
STG brand now through that factory, right?
Yeah,
So,
the factory's done. I mean, you can't do anything in that factory now because it's just going to be dominated by this stuff.
yeah. All right, wherever you're catching this video, be sure to like and subscribe, but check out the full written review on the website, developingpalace.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
Ross.